Hi, this is Anna, and I want to talk to you about planting tomatoes. It's one of the vegetables that's most grown by gardeners. There's several methods that you could use. You can plant them on their side. You can plant them deep in a hole. I've done both, and last year I planted them on their side. It was okay. I wasn't sure if they didn't do well because of our rainy season last year. I'm zone 6 in New Jersey, or it just was the luck, of the draw. So I decided, you know what, I'm an old-time gardener. I'll go back to what I know best, and I'm going to plant them deep in a hole. Some of you may disagree, and you may say, hey, it's better to go do it sideways because they get more nutrients up towards the soil level. So what you want to do, this is one of my tomato plants. One thing is you don't want to, as a caveat, you don't want to grow them too tall because you've got to either bury them or put them on their side, and it's a lot of work if they're really tall. So I always plant my tomatoes by seed 6 weeks before frost date, so that I can get, a nice sized plant like this, because in years past I planted them like in February and they were like 36 inches tall, and I was digging to China to get them into their beds. Now I've already planted one. This is one right here. And here's another one that I'm going to be planting. I plant mine about 2 feet apart, give or take. You will need to prune them if they're that close, or you could just let them go, but make sure that they don't get aphids or, they don't get like any type of wilt because they're really close together. They do need air, coming through them. Now, I put eggshells down in the hole. Now, you don't need to do this. I just do because this is something I've done all along. I keep my eggshells, I dry them out, keep them in a jar like this, and use them for my tomatoes. It's extra calcium. It can't hurt them. It can only help them. And it just, helps to make the leaves, I think, greener. That's just my take. You don't have to do it. It's just, a good thing to do with food waste. Now, you want your plant to be as deep as soil level. So I put my hand here. I'm probably a little bit higher than I should be. Sometimes it's just so hard to dig them so deep. And then you also want to take off these side limbs. So all you have is one trunk. So I'm going to be taking off this one, this one, this one, and this one. So all I'm going to have left on top is this little guy up here. And the reason why we dig them so deep or on their side is you want them to get a very thick stem. And that's so that they could carry the tomatoes. Do not plant them soil level like this and you have this thing sticking out, because what will happen is it will go like this with the tomatoes. You just need a really thick thing. A thick stem. And the deeper you can get it, if you get the soil up to here, that's great, because it'll grow underneath and be really thick and vibrant. I plant them, like I said, 2 feet apart. Like I said, you will need to prune them, and I'm going to go ahead and plant them now. Now, I don't plant my tomatoes, this is just me, until like a week before Memorial Day or even Memorial Day, because it's just not warm enough, and tomatoes do not like to sit in soggy soil. I know a lot of you are really avid to get your tomatoes out there, but that's just not good practice, in my opinion, unless you use like a wall of waters, which keeps them warm, or you do something to keep them warm, because they won't prosper. They won't grow. There's just no point. So, and they will catch up. So if you plant them the first week in June, they're going to catch up in zone 6. So that's my take. So that's how I plant tomatoes. Catch you in the next video.